Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm her mom, Ann. And today we're going to be discussing some of the ways we use that can help you to get your thinking to work in your favor.
Yeah, exactly. So I have a daily routine that I go through. You guys have heard a lot of things from that so far. I'm going to be explaining two of those things now, and they are my daily journal, and then I have a journal for my grateful statements, and then my I am statements. So I do these in the morning and in the evening, and they tend to start my day off really well, and then I am able to end my day on a really great note as well. So I found these extremely beneficial. As far as my daily journal goes, it's pretty straightforward. In the morning, it's usually a smaller passage than it is in the evening because I haven't really lived out the day yet. So I mostly just write in there how I'm feeling at that moment or at that time, how I slept, and then I basically will write something along the lines of that I'm excited and anticipating all the blessings that are going to unfold in my life that day. And I actually really feel it, and it's actually been a practice and an exercise that's been really great for me. The second thing that I do is I have my gratefuls and I am statements journal. So in the mornings I do my gratefuls. I do 10 of them, and it's just kind of whatever comes to my mind, one after the other first, and it really starts my day off on a really great note. I've been putting my mind onto the focus of what I'm grateful for, what I'm happy and grateful for having in my life. And so it really, kind of no matter how you're feeling. I mean, there's mornings that I wake up and feel like crap because that's life, and I'll start writing these down, and it immediately puts a shift on my mindset and my perspective, and it really has been very beneficial and helpful. And then in the evening times, I do I am statements, and this is something that I found to be extremely helpful, kind of in gaining back my self-esteem, my self-confidence, and being able to recognize the things that I like about myself. And you kind of go from there. There's a lot of things that we do in addiction that bring us down, that we're not very proud of, and it helps us create a very poor self-image. And so I've been doing these I am statements, and I've gotten a lot out of them. So for example, I say things like, I am worthy, I am resilient, I am powerful, I am connected, things like that. And I do 10 of those, and then I read them back to myself, and they make me feel very, very good. And so I do those in the evening time too. And then there's one thing too that I've been doing. It was a challenge that I found on YouTube. I believe the guy's name is Justin Perry, and so I recommend you guys check out his videos. He's awesome. He does a lot of inspirational videos and law of attraction videos, and he put out a challenge, which was writing in the very, very first thing in the morning, writing 30 things that you love every morning, and doing that for 30 days. And so, and he says that every single one of those things has to be different from the day before. So that ends up being 900 things that you write, all different from the others, every day, and you do 30 of them a day. So I've been doing that, and that especially has been putting me in a good mood. Writing 30 things down that I love every single day. It's it's just, it shifts your focus, it shifts your perspective, and you're then focused on, the things you want, the things you love, and the things that you're reaching for. And it's been great. It's been awesome.
So the term, you fake it till you make it. If you're in a situation in your life and you're not feeling like, well, I don't have 30 things I love every day or 10 things I'm grateful for, you can work from there. And you just have to start from where you are, not start from where you want to be, 10 miles down the road. And a really great way of doing this is going general. This has actually been one of my best tools, just for general and overall happiness in my life that I use all the time. So let's say you're in a really bad spot and you want to get to feeling better mentally and emotionally. So let's say you're sick, you're addicted, you're broke, and nobody likes you. Life pretty much sucks. So for you to get up in the morning and say, I have abundance in every way, that might be a stretch. You're going to have a lot of resistance to that in your mind because it's just plain old not true. You want to start with something you can believe. And this is true whether you're having an argument with your spouse or you're, the sick, broke, addicted person who nobody likes. So let's say you're that poor, sick, broke, addicted person nobody likes, and you're trying to get to feel better. Where you would start would be somewhere like, I don't like where I am right now, but I can probably make some small changes in my life. I'll find a couple of things that are really small that I feel like I can change. And yeah, I could change a few things in my life, and that's good. I'm going to be changing things for the better, so that helps me out. And as I change some small things in my life, those changes will probably lead to bigger changes that I want in my life. And as I make bigger changes in my life for things that I want, I'm actually building a life I want. And I can actually start with just a small change today, and that puts me on the road of making larger changes and building a life that I want. I'm starting to build the life that I want. And that feels a lot better, doesn't it? Anyway, I use that a lot. You can start from almost any negative emotional space and get to a space that feels a lot better. And that's really important. We've talked about building those neural pathways in your brain. Well, there's some evidence to suggest, and there's a lot of commentary to suggest that sometimes you fake it till you make it a little bit. You do. The doing can create the thought if you don't have the thought first. And the repeated thought becomes a belief. And belief is extremely powerful and extremely strong. We become what we believe. So we want to impart to you that if you want to be happy and joyful, you got to think that way. You got to start somewhere. So anyway, that's a really important piece. Another thing that we do are affirmations, and I love affirmations. Starting with an affirmation, from broke, sick, and nobody likes you to, wild abundance. Maybe that works for you, and that's great if it does. If it doesn't, go general first. But affirmations every day, again, are building belief. And I've noticed and recognized that when I say my affirmations out loud, I feel better. By the time I'm done, I have a huge smile on my face every morning. And that's good. We want that. We want those dopamine levels and those serotonin levels to even out and be what they want to be, because this will absolutely decrease your dependence on whatever it is you're addicted to. Plus, it's just really good fun.
Super fun.
It's super fun. Yeah, it's really fun to be happy. So I'm going to share with you just a few of the affirmations that I use. I love the affirmations that I got from Dr. Christiane Northrup. She's actually one of my heroes. And you can get affirmations anywhere. I mean, look them up on YouTube, look them up on Google. There are books of them. You can write your own out from scratch. I happened to read some of hers, and they were so bloody good for me that I just kept them. Here's one. I am now experiencing perfect health, abundant prosperity, and complete and utter happiness. This is true because the world is full of charming people who now lovingly help me in every way. I like that one a lot. I soar above all problems and obstacles as I triumphantly move forward to claim my divine birthright of unlimited wealth, health, prosperity, and abundance. And then, because of my own increased wealth, health, and happiness, I am now able to help others lead a delightful, interesting, satisfying life of the most widely useful kind. Anyway, those are a few of mine. You may or may not resonate with any of them. They're just examples. And with affirmations and I ams and your gratefuls, they're very individual. So hopefully some of what we've been able to share with you today will be helpful to you. Sure has been for Anna, and it sure has been for me in my life. And with that, we offer those to you and wish for your happiness and healing.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys, so much for watching, and we'll see you next week on Monday.
Thanks for joining us on this journey.
Bye.
Bye-bye.